why you should never date or marry a
Why do so many women today say they don't need a man?
Because we're independent as hell.
If a man has friends, doesn't want kids, hires a maid and hires a prostitute, why would a man need a woman?
What?
strong, independent woman?
Welcome to Mindy. Today we're breaking down why dating a so-called strong, independent woman might just be the fastest way to lose your peace. Let's talk about it.
Let me break that term down. Strong. First of all, a woman's nature is nurturing. It's submissive. It's motherly. It's gentle. A man's nature is masculine. It's strong. It's fight. It's die for his family. If it comes to it, it's go to war. Second of all, God created woman to be a helper of the man. Let's break this down really simple.
Go on.
What is the purpose of woman, which 99.99% of women do not know? To be a helpmeet or a paracletus, a one called alongside to help the man. This was the purpose. I don't believe in God, blah, 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 blah. Well, then just get off this video. There's no hope for you. For those that have a brain and a logical reasoning ability, let's break this down. Independent. God did not create one woman in the entire universe to be independent. Just like he did not create man to be independent from the Father, God, he did not create women to be independent from the man. He created Christ as the head, the man as the head of the family, of the wife, and then the children. All these people, it is propaganda, brainwashing people, because women are easily influenced, which is a good thing because their original design was to be molded and formed. It said that God took out of Adam his rib and formed and fashioned for Adam a helpmeet suitable for him.
Hey, I love you.
This is the beauty of women's original creation. And this is how Satan comes in and he brainwashes and he deceives and he pumps all this crap out. This is why hundreds of millions and billions of people say the same dumb thing like, I'm a strong, independent woman. Because they've heard it from the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that is working in the sons of disobedience, the ruler of this world, the deceiver of the nations, the father of lies. Those are all scriptures, by the way, because I know that 99.99% of people never read the Bible because they think they're smarter than God and man wrote that book, blah, blah, blah. But they never read it one time. How dumb is it to make an assumption? Ignorance is the assumption of something based upon no investigation. Intelligence is coming to a conclusion based upon your own personal investigation. Read the New Testament one time. But let me stay on track here. You don't want a strong, independent woman. You want a submissive, respectful, helpful woman. And I'm telling you, in this generation, that is extremely hard to find. And she's supposed to be a virgin until you get married, because intercourse is the consummation of marriage. All these girls talking about marry, marry, marry. When your hymen's broken, you're married. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm dumb. Let me know what you think. Sheesh.
Yeah, I totally don't need a man. But I want one.
The worst thing a woman can do, statistically speaking, is to get married to a man. Married women do not live as long as single women. They do not earn as much money as single women. They are not as happy as single women.
Oh, no. No.
They are more likely to suffer from addiction than single women. They are more likely to commit suicide than single women. They are more likely to die of homicide than single women. They report themselves in every single way that you can measure sociological data for wellness as being less contented than single women. Conversely, married men, on the other hand, married to women, outperform single men by such a measure that it is perhaps the healthiest thing that a man can do is to get a woman to marry him. Married men live longer, they're healthier, they make more money, they advance more in their careers, they're more creative, they're less likely to commit suicide, they're less likely to die of homicide, they're less likely to die in car accidents. In every single possible way, the best thing a man can do is to get married to a woman. The worst thing a woman can do, statistically speaking, is to get married to a man, because what happens is it's called the marriage benefit imbalance. Those imbalances are exactly equal, meaning the percentage of herself that a woman gives to a man, she loses and he gains. So she's literally giving her life to him, years of life prosperity. It's a literal exchange.
Hold up. So according to her, marriage is basically a survival game where the man levels up and the woman loses extra lives? Look, I get it. Stats can sound wild, but come on. If marriage was that bad, Beyonce would have been single by now. Maybe the issue isn't marriage itself. Maybe it's who you marry. You can't pick a guy who treats life like a free trial and then blame the whole institution. Also, let's not forget, married men live longer because their wives keep them alive, reminding them to eat vegetables and stop doing dumb stuff with their friends. That's not oppression. That's love with project management skills.
One of the biggest mistakes women make is make their lives about get a guy, get a house, get married, and have kids.
Go on.
Because once you make your life that narrow, you have to compromise and compromise and compromise until all of a sudden you have no options. You have nowhere to go. You can't move. You can't shift. You can't go to the side. You don't have any independence and any power. Independence is not a bad thing. It's a wonderful thing. And you ought to have a bigger life, a life that involves passions and interests and opportunities and things that excite you that are unrelated to whether or not you got this guy or not. Does a couple of things for you. Number one, it gives you leverage in a relationship because you're not defined solely by that relationship. It is a big part of you. It is a good part of you, but you can survive without it. And I think people who believe there was someone who have no other options end up doing whatever they want to do. And it's not because they're bad people, but that's human nature. She can't go nowhere, so I can do what I want. It's not thought logically, but it ends up being that way. He can keep demanding. He can keep demanding.
So wanting love, a house, and kids is now a mistake? Girl, that's called a life plan, not a hostage situation. You talk like relationships are a trap. Nah, bad choices are a trap. When you pick a man with no direction, of course you'll feel stuck. That's not marriage's fault, that's your filter settings. And let's be honest, independence doesn't mean die alone with your cat and Wi-Fi. It means you can stand on your own and still choose someone who adds to your peace, not stress. So no, the problem isn't women wanting a family. It's pretending that caring about love makes you weak. Balance isn't compromise, but it's control with affection.
There's one thing I learned in life. What's that? A man got to know who to date and who not to date. And what I mean by that is,
Go on.
if there's a woman, y'all listen very carefully. There's a woman that can bring violence out you or make you change who you are as a man.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Run from that woman.